Hi, Democrats. Today is Wednesday, June 29th, and it's time for the Chair's Daily Live. Happy Wednesday. All righty. So we made it through the primary. The primary was yesterday. So first thing I want to do is I want to say thank you to every Democrat who put their name on the ballot. Thank you so very much for giving us choices. We now have a Democratic nominee for governor, and that would be Joy Hoffmeister. Thank you, Senator Johnson, for putting your name on the ballot. Thank you to those who supported Senator Johnson. Now, take a minute, take a beat, but then we need to get together and work to get a Democrat elected for governor, and that would be Joy Hoffmeister. For senator, we had 6 candidates running to replace Langford, and it got down to a runoff. And so in that race, we have Madison Horn and Jason Bollinger. I encourage you to go out to okdemocrats.org and learn more about Jason Bollinger, Madison Horn, because that election is coming up on August 23rd. I mention those two because every Democrat in the state had those 2 races on their ballot. Every Democrat in the state. So you may not have had a House candidate to vote on because we had few House races, state House races that had multiple candidates. And so that's what a primary is about, is whittling it down to 1. So we had few of those races that had multiple candidates. And I want to say thank you to the candidates that ran in that race, and congratulations to Nana Dankwa and Arturo Alonso and Jarrett Deck for making it out of the primary and being our nominee for those races. So conventional wisdom says that people vote when there is something to vote for. That everybody's not like me. I'm a nerd. If my precinct is open, I'm there voting for something. If they tell me that I might get to vote on something, I'm there voting on something. And I guess I'm a rare bird there. But what the conventional wisdom says that people only show up to vote when they have something worth voting for, when they have something that means something to them. So let me talk to you about what is at stake at our ballot box in Oklahoma. Corruption and cronyism. 3 of the 4 of these men were on the ballot last night. 3 out of 4 of these men were on the ballot last night. 3 out of 4 of these men will be on the ballot again in November. I don't want to say their names out loud. You guys can read. I don't want to put it out there in the universe. But this is what we have, guys. We have a corrupt governor who is just running through taxpayer dollars like they're not real money. I guess because he didn't have to raise it, or because he's not responsible for it. He's just wasting our money left to right. He's involved in scandals and not even trying to resolve them. I've yet to hear him declare epic a problem. Our state auditor, who is a Republican, has said that that's probably the most corrupt waste of taxpayer dollars in recorded Oklahoma history. Our governor hasn't said a word. They still owe us money. Our governor hasn't said a word. He's too busy trying to do a scheme for vouchers and not managing that. Y'all all heard about Swadley's, the deals to beg people to come here before they go bankrupt. That's what's on the ballot, guys. We cannot just let that happen. Can't let that happen. That's what's on the ballot. We are number 48 in education. We're number 51 for status of women. On a national level, Roe versus Wade was just overturned and sent back to our state, who doesn't care about the life of women. You remember, we're number 51. That's on the ballot. That's the Senate race. Senators confirm Supreme Court justices. In Oklahoma this year, we have 2 Senate races on the ballot. Yesterday, we had 1 Senate race on the ballot, and less than 160,000 people voted in that race on our side, out of nearly 700,000. We do have a say. It is not hopeless. It is not doomed. We do have a say, but we have to say it. We have to exercise our right to vote. Free flowing guns. Women don't have the right over their destiny. We're number 51 for women. We're number 48 in education. All of our Congress people who are all up, who will all be on the ballot in November, all of our Congress people voted for free flowing guns, voted against baby formula, capping insulin. It is real, folks. Your vote is your voice. Thank you, Marianne. Your vote is your voice. It is real. $167, 674 Democrats voted in the governor's race last night. 350 plus thousand Republicans voted in the governor's race last night. We've got to show up. Stitt has shown us who he is. And the only way that our political leaders hear our message is if we tell them by the ballot box over and over and over. You can't just vote once, don't get your way, and go away. That they're the only message that will get out there. The only message, the only lesson that you're teaching people by not voting is that they don't need to count. They don't need to worry about you or your issues. That's the lesson. They're not going to say, "Oh my gosh, Alicia didn't vote. Let me start putting in laws and bills that she cares about." No, they're going to say, "Alicia had an opportunity to tell us what she thought about. We're going to deal with the people who are telling us, or we're going to deal if the Republicans in our state have decided they're going to deal with whatever the National Republican Party tells them to do." We've got to show up. I am incredibly interested. I am invested in learning why people aren't showing up. Tell me. It's not because you don't know. It can't be because you don't know what's going on. I'm here every day for 15 minutes telling you what's going on and giving you resources, telling you where you can go. So it's not that you don't know. It's not that the resources aren't there. It's not that everything is okay, because it's not. I'd love to know. I had a long conversation with somebody today who said people don't feel like there's anything for them to vote for. Had a long conversation with people I love this weekend who said, I voted and I still didn't get what I want. You're not going to get what you want by not voting. That is for sure. Unless what you want is for things to stay how they are. We are a one-party state right now because we're not showing up. Not because they're so great, not because they have such great ideas, but we're not even showing up to vote against them. And I have been getting grief like I cannot tell you about the fact that we don't have enough candidates running, that we don't have candidates in every race. Well, we absolutely have. As of yesterday, we had two candidates for governor. We absolutely have candidates on the ballot, and folks aren't showing up for them. I promise you, when you're trying to talk people into running for office, they look to see, is there a path? Are people voting? Are there people there that they're going to get support for? And they're saying that we're not voting. Guys, I need your help. I am open to the ideas. Call the office. Don't DM me. I cannot keep up with all the DMs, and I don't know you, and I don't want the naked pictures. So reach out to me. You know me. I answer my phone. Reach out to the office. Don't beat up on the staff. They're working hard. Do not beat up on the staff. But just a real quick, people aren't voting because. No lecture. People aren't voting because. I'm seriously interested in hearing, but not interested in having the staff beat up. So let us know why you're not voting. Let us know, because I'm missing it. Because for me, I think that being number 51 for women, having reproductive rights just thrown out the window, all at the same time of having free flowing guns, being number 48 in education, having 3 times as many teachers planning to quit than we have teachers coming in. Those all sound like reasons why we got to show up and vote every time. So I'm missing it. Help me out. Let me know. Let us know as staff. Please don't beat up on my staff. Please don't beat up on my staff. But please let us know why you're not voting. I want to know, because I think some days more people watch me than actually vote. Please vote. Please vote. Um, I'll be back tomorrow with some more information. Be back here tomorrow at 4:15. Tell me why you're not voting. Have a good evening.